Well, we know traffic is one of the biggest concerns here on the Suncoast, but is there a better or smarter way to drive? I-75, US 41, Fruitville Road, they may all seem like the fastest ways to get around town.
But we wanted to find out those traffic secrets in our community. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick investigates.
After you're here for a while and you move around the city some, you start learning some of the back roads.
Throughout his 2 years delivering flowers for Suncoast florists, Joe Goda mastered the ins and outs of Sarasota's streets.
There's certain areas that you try to avoid.
Goda has a whole list of them.
University, up around UTC up there in that area. If you're out on Siesta Key, of course, in the wintertime, that's always a bad area. Another area is Tamiami Trail. Through town is pretty difficult.
The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office seeing the worst traffic and most accidents at the Cattleman and Bee Ridge intersection. Also at US 41 and Stickney Point Road. During spring break, the traffic was more than the intersection could handle.
A lot of that westbound traffic really made an impact on the intersection. When the bridge was up or when the lights were red all the way on Midnight Pass, people were blocked all the way across US 41. So we went out there with signboards. We went out there and individually shut down the intersection and directed traffic from people blocking that intersection.
In the city of Sarasota, it's hard for Sarasota Police Department to narrow down where the worst traffic is.
The entire city's busy. We have a lot of congestion.
Fruitville and 41 is probably the busiest intersection in the city, according to Sergeant Bruce King. And the most accidents, that's the Fruitville and 301 intersection. Here's what the numbers show. According to the Florida Department of Transportation, I-75 is the most congested road on the Suncoast, seeing anywhere between 78 and 133,000 vehicles every day. University Parkway, Fruitville Road, Clark Road, US 301, and US 41 are each close seconds. Each route seeing between 43 and 78,000 vehicles every single day. Fortunately, there are alternative roads that you can take to avoid those congested roads and intersections. For the most part, Sarasota County roads are in a grid, so there are multiple ways that you can take running north and south or east and west.
If you have to go a few miles out of your way to get around it, you're better off to do that.
Goda has a whole list of his preferred shortcuts, traveling east and west.
I use Ringling a lot, going downtown. That way I stay off of Fruitville. Weber's a good one to go across town with. Proctor's a good one to go across town with.
There's also 12th Street or 17th Street. And when traveling north and south,
I usually try to go over to like Osprey.
And if you're not sure what the fastest routes may be, there's an app for that.
People use apps such as Waze, W-A-Z-E, and and Google Maps. You plug in your destination and it actually will route you and give you a choice of routes and tell you how long it's going to take on various routes. They have up-to-the-minute information about any crashes that are along that route, what sort of delays there might be.
You can also get a live look at traffic maps and get first alert traffic alerts with the ABC7 News app. Police are warning drivers to keep one thing in mind when looking for shortcuts.
What I do want to caution people against is driving through the neighborhoods. Obviously, the neighborhoods are valid cut-throughs, but remember, people live there and their children play there and their dogs are there. So I get calls every single day about people driving through my neighborhood at a high rate of speed. So if you are cutting through the neighborhoods, remember that speed limits are 25, 15 in some places.
Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.